Assalamu alaikum, everybody. I hope everybody is safe and sound. Could you please confirm in the chat box that I'm audible to you? You can simply write yes so that I know you're able to hear my voice. Okay. I waited for your classmates to join in for 4 to 3 minutes. I think we should wait for another 1 to 2 minutes so that everybody has an opportunity to join this online class. This is something interesting that we are meeting with for the very first time, but it's online. So I'll see you on Friday, inshallah, in person. However, today we are going to have a 2 hours class, so it's important that we get familiar with the course, what is expected, what to expect, and how university works. I believe most of you have elder sisters or brothers or siblings, or you know somebody who goes to university and you're quite familiar with how university world works. But I think it's important for those who have no idea that what to expect in university and what to become in university. It's important that we realize that we are not just students, we are now independent learners. You're independent learner and you need to um, be able to navigate your learning pace at your own. ये खुद से आपने देख कर चलना है कैसे आगे चलना है ठीक है 1 2 मिनट और हम वेट करेंगे बेटे एंड देन वील स्टार्ट विद द इंट्रोडक्शन टू योर कोर्स एंड एवरीथिंग अच्छा ये भी बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट है दैट वी ट्राई टू मेंटेन decorum of an online class as well. I do understand this would be something new for some of you, but until and unless you're going to say something on the mic, you need to keep yourself muted at all times so that not all of us can hear what's happening at your end. ठीक है इम्पोर्टेंट है ठीक है हो जाता है गलती से भी अनम्यूट हो जाता है तो आपने थोड़ा सा विजिलेंट रहना है कि हम मतलब कि अगर आप ट्रैवलिंग कर रहे हैं घर से बाहर हैं कुछ भी है तो हमें आवाज ना आए ठीक है ये इम्पोर्टेंट है चलिए आई थिंक 7 minutes is fine, more than fine for the rest of them to join in. Let's dive into the introduction to the course that you need to know something about, what to expect, how to be at university level. Acha, I have a question. The question is simple. What is the role of a university student? एक university student का role क्या है? Can somebody answer that? You may take a minute or two to think about it. What is the role of a university student? If you would like to answer, raise your hand and then you can speak on mic. Nobody wants to share their understanding? जी मोहम्मद बिन फजल बताएं बेटे
मैम आई बिलीव कि हमें यूनिवर्सिटी जाके अपनी स्किल्स को अपग्रेड करना और अपने सबसे ज़्यादा अपना अपने आप को अपग्रेड करना सबसे ज़्यादा मैटर करता है। और दिस इज़ व्हाट आई थिंक।
Okay, that's true that university level student is an independent learner. He or she does not require a teacher. देखें, एक टीचर और एक लेक्चरर में फर्क होता है. A teacher is supposed to, teach you. A teacher is supposed to, monitor you brick by brick, step by step. कि आप ये करें, ऐसा करें, वैसा करें, यूं हो, ऐसा हो. However, university level student is independent and they are supposed to have their own autonomy in order to improve, enhance and develop their skill set. अब वो skill set कुछ भी हो सकता है, ठीक है? जी, मलिक सलीम, बताएं बेटे, आपकी आवाज नहीं आ रही. आ, किसी और को आ रही है सलीम की आवाज, मुझे नहीं आ रही है.
मुझे भी नहीं आ रही आवाज़।
सॉरी. अच्छा बेटे, ऐसा भी होगा यूजुअली ऑनलाइन क्लासेस में समटाइम्स we are struggling with connection, clarity, disconnection, or etc. But this class is being recorded, so you won't miss anything. You can always come back and revisit any section that you were not able to listen to. तो आप इसको डेफिनेटली दोबारा सुन सकेंगे. ये कहाँ पोस्ट होगा, कैसे पोस्ट होगा, ये थोड़ी देर में मैं आपको बता दूंगी. So you will stay updated. Anyway, since there's nobody else who would like to answer this question, I would like to commence with the introduction to your course that is called Functional English. अब English तो आप 12-13 साल से पढ़ते हुए आ रहे हैं. So what do you think could be different in functional English? Do you think there would be something different in functional English? जी, मोहम्मद बिन फजल.
मैम जैसे कि पहले हम कॉलेज में थे तो हमारी सिर्फ इंग्लिश हुआ करती थी जिसमें हम ग्रामर और ना फोकस ग्रामर पे फोकस करते थे, एसेज पे फोकस करते थे। तो आई बिलीव कि इस दफ़ा हम एसेज और इस तरह के लाइक कॉम्प्रिहेंशंस पे इतना फोकस नहीं करेंगे जितना हम अपनी वोकैब्युलरी पे फोकस करेंगे, अपने बोलने के अंदाज पे फोकस करेंगे।
Yes, your hopes, your expectations are correct. However, functional English course is not void of essays and comprehension type things. It is going to be there. But one of the major goals of functional English is to functionalize each individual so that they can speak in English while they are at Pakistan, in Pakistan, or outside Pakistan, because English language is something that is very powerful in today's world. Most of the people across the globe speak in English, although it's not the only widely spoken language, but it is one of those. And in Pakistan, it's very important that we learn this. So definitely, it will focus on speaking a little as compared to your 12 years of experience, where written things were more focused, where a writing skill was more focused. They asked you to write this, write that, और आपकी असेसमेंट अनफॉर्चुनेटली यहाँ पे भी रिटन फॉर्म में ही होगी मिड टर्म एंड फाइनल टर्म में. However, we do have a component that's called presentations. So you will have presentations, class speaking activities in which you can and you will be required to polish and enhance your speaking abilities and skills. Some of you could be very good at speaking, some of you might be like me, who are still learning, some of you might be very shy and timid, that you are scared to speak in front of people. A number of variety of students could be there. a number of variety of problems and interesting factors could be there for us to become a better speaker. However, the course is all about you and not about me or anybody else. That is something that you should always keep in mind, that what you can get out of it, what you can learn out of it. It does have grammar as well. It will focus on writing skills as well. But in addition to that, it will focus on speaking and listening skills as well. Listening is a skill that has always been somehow neglected or in the background or in the shadows. They We have not been prepared or we can say facilitated in such a manner that we become good listeners. So it's important to become a good listener so that you can become a good writer as well. Right now, the first thing that you can see on your screen, I have listed some points that I wanted to discuss with you. First one is the outline. Now, what is outline? इसको शायद आप पहले syllabus कहते रहे हैं. So it's just like that, in which you'll get to know that week wise what is going to be focused, what you are supposed to focus on and study, which topic will be focused, from what perspective, because there could be a number of perspectives. Apart from that, I would like to clarify that we do have reference books, but हमारे पास कोई text book नहीं है. We are not going to follow a certain textbook which will be given to you और आप उसे chapter wise कर कर आ जाएंगे. Yes, you can always take help from any of the books that you have. You have to focus on the concept. ठीक है कि concept कौन सा discuss हो रहा है. Simply put, अगर हम कॉन्सेप्ट बात कर रहे हैं स्किमिंग की, स्कैनिंग की, जो आपको पता होगा, या कॉम्प्रिहेंशन पैसेज की, तो मैं भी आपसे कुछ मटेरियल शेयर करूंगी और आप किसी भी रेफरेंस बुक से, जो अच्छी बुक है, जो मैं यहाँ पोस्ट भी कर दूंगी आपके एलएमएस पे, आप वहां से भी प्रैक्टिस कर सकते हैं. सम प्रैक्टिस चैप्टर्स विल बी देयर based on the concept, whatever concept we are discussing in the classroom, right? So there is no hard and fast rule to follow a certain book कि आपको वो लेकर आनी है और वो करनी है. However, certain chapters of certain topics will be shared with you weekly. तो वो आपके पास होनी चाहिए. So outline is that way. Then we have CLOs and PLOs. Do you have any idea what are CLOs or PLOs? You probably was informed in your orientation. कोई आइडिया हो CLOs क्या हैं, PLOs क्या हैं? अगर नहीं भी पता तो you can simply tell me no. जी फजल बताएं.
CLO, मैम, क्लास लर्निंग आउटकम्स,
जी, that's correct.
टीचिंग लर्निंग आउटकम्स, प्रेजेंटेशन लर्निंग आउटकम्स या
देखिए
प्रोजेक्ट
एक
लर्निंग आउटकम्स.
हाँ, एक तरह से दैट्स करेक्ट कहा जा सकता है, बट यहाँ पे ये एक ब्रॉडर टर्मिनोलॉजी है. CLO इज कोर्स लर्निंग ऑब्जेक्टिव्स या आउटकम्स एंड PLO इज प्रोग्राम लर्निंग ऑब्जेक्टिव्स या आउटकम्स. प्रोग्राम लर्निंग ऑब्जेक्टिव्स या आउटकम्स जो हैं वो एक ब्रॉडर टर्मिनोलॉजी है that will be completed by the end of your degree once you have studied all the courses, elective courses, इंजीनियरिंग कोर्सेज, नॉन इंजीनियरिंग कोर्सेज एक्सेट्रा एक्सेट्रा, वो सब हो जाएगा तो एक प्रोग्राम का जो लर्निंग आउटकम है वो अचीव हो जाएगा. सो दैट इज नॉट माय कंसर्न, राइट? दैट इज योर कंसर्न ऑन अ इन ए long run. CLO on the other hand is course learning outcome. So our course that is called Functional English has certain learning objectives, learning outcomes that we need to accomplish. These learning outcomes include grammar, writing skill, speaking skill, and listening skills that we need to touch upon at least 2 to 3 topics from each one of these skills. What are these skills? How they are divided into subcategories and all, I'll be sharing that after we have had this conversation of the entire course. So फिर हम language skills पे चलेंगे तो आपको ये और clearly समझ आ जाएगा. CLOs क्यों important है? Because your entire paper of 100 marks, this course is of 100 marks, which will be evaluated or assessed through class activities, presentations, quizzes. assignments, midterm and final term. मिड टर्म एंड फाइनल टर्म के डेजिग्नेटेड स्कोर्स हैं और इसकी डेट शीट होती है, तो ये अनाउंस्ड होता है. क्लास एक्टिविटीज, क्लास क्विजेस एंड समटाइम्स प्रेजेंटेशंस कुड बी स्पॉन्टेनियस, व्हिच मींस कि आपको कल शायद ना बताया गया हो, क्लास में ही आपको एक काम दिया जाए, आपको हाफ एन आवर 45 मिनट्स दिए जाएं एंड देन यू परफॉर्म और पार्टिसिपेट. सो वो भी असेसमेंट का ही हिस्सा है. असेसमेंट मतलब अ काइंड ऑफ अ मिनी एग्जाम. So you have to be mentally prepared not only for midterm and final term, जो कि आपके sit in एग्जाम्स होंगे जिसमें आप लिटरली तैयारी कर कर आएंगे और पेपर देंगे 2-2 3-3 घंटे का. लेकिन उसके अलावा whenever you come to the class you can have a quiz, a class assignment, and sometimes I can give you home assignment as well, presentation and class activities. Class activities will be easier because it will require you to think right then and there on the concept that has been shared and apply it or practice it in one way or another. Role plays could be there, role activities could be there, group activities could be there, pair activities could be there, individual activities could be there. For example, in the next class, once we meet, I'll be asking you to come and introduce yourself. That will be a class activity in which I do not wish to know that you're this and you're this much old and you have done this and that. I want you to introduce yourself the way you want your classmates and the world to know you. आपकी डिग्री क्या आपने की, कहाँ से की, वो तो हम आपके कागजात से भी देख सकते हैं ना. लेकिन you have to make your introduction a little interesting. Yes, you can tell us your name, that's important. Other than that, your introduction should represent or reflect what you want people to know. ठीक है? तो उससे पता चलेगा कि आप अपने आप को कैसे प्रेजेंट करते हैं, अपने आप को कैसे डिपिक्ट करते हैं इन फ्रंट ऑफ एन ऑडियंस. ठीक है, तो ये असेसमेंट पॉइंट्स हो जाएंगे. थोड़ा बहुत आपको सीएलओस की समझ आ गई होगी, थोड़ा बहुत आपको बाद में भी आ जाएगी. और मैं आपको आपकी वेबसाइट से आपके जो कोर्स को कैसे डिवाइड किया गया है वो भी बताऊंगी, तो सीएलओस क्लियर हो जाएंगे. Then code of conduct is important. You have to maintain your attendance that must be more than 75%, but 75% is sufficient. And we are supposed to complete 48 hours of engagement. So it's important कि आप 9 से 10 घंटे ही सिर्फ एब्सेंट रह सकते हैं, इससे ज्यादा एब्सेंटीज मत करें. 12th एब्सेंटी होते ही यानी 12 घंटे अगर आप क्लास में से एब्सेंट हैं, तो आपका जो ये कोर्स का जो एलएमएस है वो ब्लॉक हो जाएगा. आई वोंट बी एबल टू मार्क यू प्रेजेंट और आपकी अटेंडेंस 75% से नीचे रह जाएगी. So you must make sure that you're only taking off when it is absolutely necessary. Unnecessarily आपने छुट्टी नहीं करनी, ठीक है, ताकि कोई बाद में कोई मसला ना हो. Punctuality is important, that you come on time and leave on time. जितना हो सके आपको टाइम पे आना है और टाइम पे ही जाना है. और इम्पॉर्टेंट है कि हम इसे सीखें. और टाइमली सबमिशंस, इट्स इम्पॉर्टेंट दैट वट एवर वर्क इज गिवन टू यू, यू ट्राई टू सबमिट इट ऑन टाइम, विद इन टाइम, विद द प्रॉपर इंस्ट्रक्शंस. यू विल बी गिवन प्रॉपर इंस्ट्रक्शंस टू फॉलो, तो आपने फॉलो करनी है. फिर आ जाता है बेटे एलएमएस. एनी आइडिया व्हाट्स एलएमएस? मैंने साथ लिख दिया है, लर्निंग मैनेजमेंट सिस्टम. अगर आप में से मेजोरिटी कॉलेज से ही, ऑफ कोर्स कॉलेज से ही आए हैं, सो आपने गूगल क्लासरूम तो शायद देखा ही होगा. यू प्रोबेबली नो व्हाट इज गूगल क्लासरूम. वो भी एक एलएमएस ही है. उस पे आपका जो इंस्ट्रक्टर है वो मटेरियल अपलोड कर सकते हैं, आप वहाँ पर असाइनमेंट सबमिट कर सकते हैं, वहाँ पर इंफॉर्मेशन शेयर हो सकती है, मच मोर. एलएमएस जो बहरिया यूनिवर्सिटी का है उस पे भी सेम ही है, दैट यू कैन see all the announcements, materials, lecture progress, your attendance progress, what's happening, where do you stand, what is being announced, which quizzes on what date, everything will be posted on your LMS. So आपने इसको रोज देखना है, या जब भी आपकी क्लास हो उससे एक दिन पहले आपने देख लेना है कि कोई इंपॉर्टेंट इन्फॉर्मेशन तो अनाउंस नहीं हुई, कोई मटेरियल लाने को तो नहीं कहा गया. तो ये एलएमएस को आपने इस तरह से लेके चलना है. आई विल शो यू एलएमएस इंटरफेस इन अ while. फिर जो नीचे लिखा हुआ है कि मेकअप क्लासेस कुड बी देयर. एनी आइडिया व्हाट्स अ मेकअप क्लास? मेकअप क्लास क्या हो सकता है? जी फजल।
मैम, मेकअप क्लास का सुन के ही लगता है कि ये उन लोगों के लिए होगी जो इतना अच्छा परफ़ॉर्म नहीं कर पाते।
यस, एक एक पर्सपेक्टिव से दैट इज आल्सो करेक्ट, बट ये ब्रॉडर पर्सपेक्टिव से इस तरह से है कि अगर जस्ट इन केस देयर इज अ पब्लिक हॉलिडे or maybe I am absent, I can't make it to the class, or you have to be in a certain seminar or a conference, or the university has sent you some to some field experience or something. So my class will be rescheduled, which means कि we have to complete 48 hours. अगर किसी भी रीजन से हमारी क्लास नहीं होती है, तो वो किसी लेटर टाइम या डेट पर होगी, उसे मेकअप क्लास कहते हैं. दिस इज अ वेरी कॉमन कॉन्सेप्ट एट यूनिवर्सिटी लेवल. और मेकअप क्लासेस उस दिन भी हो सकती हैं जिस दिन आपकी कोई क्लास ना हो, और उस दिन भी हो सकती हैं जिस दिन आपकी बाकी क्लासेस हो रही हो. तो मेकअप क्लासेस इज समथिंग दैट यू नीड टू एक्सपेक्ट. यूजुअली आई एम नॉट एब्सेंट. मैं बहुत कम छुट्टियां करती हूँ, अनटिल अनलेस बहुत ज़रूरी हो, या फिर यूनिवर्सिटी आपको कहीं भेज दे तो भी क्लास कैंसिल हो जाती है समटाइम्स, तो उसकी जगह फिर मेकअप क्लासेस हुआ करती है और मेकअप क्लासेस की अटेंडेंस काउंट होती है. So you have to be mentally prepared कि makeup classes is a concept that is very common in university level, and you can always have not always but sometimes you could have makeup classes with all the instructors. बाकी courses में भी हो सकती हैं, सिर्फ मेरे courses के लिए applicable नहीं है, otherwise भी ये हो सकती है. तो makeup class आपको mind में रखनी है. अब जो आज हमारी क्लास है ये 2 आवर्स की है और एक फ्राइडे को है. जस्ट इन केस देखें, एक एग्जांपल दे रही हूँ, अदरवाइज आई विल बी देयर ऑन फ्राइडे ऑफ कोर्स, कि अगर मैं फ्राइडे को नहीं आ पाती हूँ फॉर एनी रीजंस, तो वो जो मेकअप क्लास है अगले वीक में किसी ना किसी टाइम पर जरूर होनी है. सो दैट इज अ मेकअप क्लास फॉर यू. ठीक है, आई होप यू आर क्लियर दैट you have to follow the code of conduct, punctuality, timely submission, and 75% attendance is mandatory to maintain. This concept of makeup classes is important. We are supposed to complete 48 hours and we are going to follow an outline जिसमें सब कुछ दिया होगा. I hope यहाँ तक आप समझ आ गए. If you have any questions, please go ahead and ask. कोई सवाल आता हो माइंड में तो प्लीज पूछिए. जी जी बताएं बेटे. जी फजल.
मैम, ये जो मेकअप क्लासेस हैं ये ऑनलाइन होंगी, मोस्टली ऑनलाइन होंगी या ऑन कैंपस हो सकती हैं?
Depending on your instructor, as far as I'm concerned, I only prefer on campus classes. लेकिन sometimes ऐसे हालात भी होते हैं कि ऑनलाइन भी लेनी पड़ सकती है. आपकी जो ऑनलाइन आज क्लास हो रही है ना, आई होप यू नो दैट एवरी वेंसडे ऑफ ईच मंथ इज ऑनलाइन ओनली. अदरवाइज एवरीथिंग इज ऑन कैंपस. ये बताया गया आपको? नहीं?
Yes.
ठीक है. यानी अब जो नेक्स्ट वेंसडे आपकी क्लास है ना बेटे, वो ऑन कैंपस ही होगी. ये सिर्फ हर मंथ के फर्स्ट वेंसडे पे ऑनलाइन होती है. ये एक इनका डुअल मोड कह लें चल रहा है बहरिया यूनिवर्सिटी में, ऐसा होता है. ठीक है. बाकी मेकअप क्लासेस अगर मैं लूंगी तो वो प्रोबेबली ऑन कैंपस ही होंगी, डोंट वरी. और बेटे एनीथिंग एल्स?
नो मैम, थैंक यू वेरी मच.
Okay, you're welcome. Okay, now you can see that on your screen, I've opened your website, your university's website. You can see that there is program education objectives. There are only three. And then you have program learning outcomes. There are, I think, आपके 12 होंगे. Yes, you have 12. I am concerned with one CLO, one program PLO, that is communication, right? Where we are going to talk about how to communicate effectively, not only orally, but also in writing. And then we are going to have such activities in which complex engineering language, vocabulary, or related information will be admitted. ठीक है. अब इसी तरह से अगर आपका कोई एथिक्स का, पाकिस्तान स्टडीज तो नहीं कह सकते, इस्लामियात या तजवीद या ऐसा कोई सब्जेक्ट है, तो उसमें जो पीएलओ एप्लीकेबल है वो एथिक्स होगा. इसी तरह से कोई टीम वर्क वाला कोई 1 क्रेडिट आवर कोर्स है तो उसमें इंडिविजुअल एंड टीम वर्क आ जाएगा. फिर इस तरह से ये सारे आपके PLOs उन्होंने करना है। हमारा PLO इसमें कौन सा है बेटे? ओनली कम्युनिकेशन। You can see that your degree is of 4 years, you will have 8 semesters, and the number of credit hours that you're supposed to complete is 134. इसमें से 3 credit hours functional English के। ये आपके फर्स्ट सेमेस्टर हैं। इसमें ये दिखा रहे हैं कि नॉन इंजीनियरिंग कोर्सेज, यहाँ से आप देख सकते हैं आपके साथ जो मैं ले रही हूँ वो फंक्शनल इंग्लिश है। उसके बाद कम्युनिकेशन स्किल्स भी आएगा, दैट विल बी ऑफ 2 credit hours, दैट विल बी इन द नेक्स्ट सेमेस्टर। तो ये ब्रेक डाउन आप अपनी वेबसाइट से बेटे चेक कर सकते हैं। एंड सम ऑफ द कोर्सेज विल बी ऑफ 4 credit hours एज वेल। जैसे कंप्यूटर प्रोग्रामिंग आपका कोई लैब है प्रॉबेबली, इसमें थ्योरी 3 hours की, लैब 1 hour का, और देख सकते हैं ये 4 credit hours का हो जाएगा। तो ये सब आप यहाँ पर इसकी मैनिफेस्टेशन एंड ब्रेकडाउन चेक कर सकते हैं, सो दैट यू नो वेयर यू स्टैंड और कैसे चलना। ठीक है, तो ये CLOs और PLOs इस तरह से मेंटेन होते हैं। अब मैं आपको आपकी आउटलाइन दिखा देती हूँ। अच्छा, ये सब आउटलाइन मटेरियल आपके LMS पे अपलोड होगा। LMS क्या है? में से some of you might have the access already, and some of you will get this access in this week or maybe in the next week। आपको ये access मिल जाएगी। ठीक है, ये आपका LMS है। 1 मिनट। ठीक है, ये आपका LMS है। इसमें क्योंकि अभी तो हम ये फंक्शनल नहीं है, और मेरा जो फ्रंट एंड है टीचर का या इंस्ट्रक्टर का जो फ्रंट एंड है वो थोड़ा सा डिफरेंट दिखता है, लेकिन आपका फ्रंट एंड थोड़ा सा इस तरह से दिखेगा। इफ यू टेक अ लुक, लेफ्ट साइड पे देख सकते हैं कोर्स प्लान, लेक्चर नोट्स, असाइनमेंट सबमिशन, क्विजेस, कोर्स पेपर्स एंड एक्सेट्रा। इस तरह से आपको हर सब्जेक्ट के लिए शो होगा। असाइनमेंट्स भी आप सबमिट करवा सकेंगे, ये सारा कुछ आपको शो हुआ करेगा। अब कोर्स आउटलाइन की बात करें तो वो मैं आपको दिखा देती हूँ। ठीक है बेटे, आपको थोड़ा सा अंदाजा हो गया आपका CMS और LMS कैसा दिखता है। CMS क्या है? जहां में आपकी अटेंडेंस ले सकते हैं। आप देख रहे हैं आपकी आपका कोर्स है 1B। ये शायद कल भी आपकी किसी ने अटेंडेंस ली हो तो आपको पता होगा। और हम ले रही हैं 2 hours की क्लास, और ऑनलाइन हो रही है, और ये इंट्रोडक्टरी क्लास है। तो ये सब कुछ यहाँ पर लिखा जा सकता है। और ऐसे आपकी अटेंडेंस हो जाएगी। ठीक हो गया। अटेंडेंस में आपकी थोड़ी देर में ले लूंगी, so that you know that your attendance has been taken। आउटलाइन की बात है तो आउटलाइन बेटे ये है आपकी। एक second। ठीक है, इसमें ये आपके बेटे CLOs हैं। Explain and elaborate essential grammar rules and patterns, produce essays, formal and informal letters, creative stories and story reviews, present personal views and interpretations on various topics through presentations, explain the mechanism of reading and writing skill as well। ठीक है, और ये आपका ब्रेक डाउन होता है। ये समटाइम्स डिपार्टमेंट वाइज चेंज भी हो सकता है। आई लेट यू नो। However, I would like to explain कि आपकी 4 क्विजेस डेफिनेटली होंगे। 2 क्विजेस बिफोर मिड टर्म एंड 2 क्विजेस आफ्टर मिड टर्म। 8th वीक के बाद आपका मिड टर्म हो जाता है बेटे, 8th वीक के बाद। ठीक है, और देन 15th वीक के बाद आपका फाइनल टर्म हो जाता है। तो ये आपके टॉपिक्स होंगे जो आपने लेकर चलने। इसमें थोड़ी बहुत चेंजिंग्स होती भी हैं और नहीं भी होती। दिस इज योर आउटलाइन, जिसको आप सिलेबस शायद पहले कहते रहे हैं, इस तरह से लेके चलते रहे। अब अगर कोई इससे रिलेटेड कोई सवाल हो, प्लीज गो अहेड एंड आस्क। Okay, if there are no questions, after 5 minutes, we'll start talking about these skills LSRW, that is listening, speaking, reading, and writing. ठीक है 5 minutes की break इस वजह से that my throat is not okay. It needs a little rest. And after that, I'll talk about these things. Meanwhile, if you would like, you can search about these skills, why they are important, and you can contribute as well. Okay, now let's start. The first skill that is important in this set of skills, of course, these are language skills. Skill could be something that you're expert in, something that you're good at, something that you've practiced to such an extent that you are very comfortable with it. That is a skill. That is an expertise. For example, some of you might be very good drivers, and some of you are still learning. The girls, even the boys, some of you could be good cooks, the other could be learning, right? Who becomes a good driver? Who drives a lot. The more you drive, the more there are chances you become a good driver. The more you cook, there are more chances that you become good at it. If not expert, लेकिन अच्छे हो सकते हैं. तो कोई भी चीज practice करने से आती है. So skill is something that is highly attainable with practice and patience. Before I go to the discussion of listening skills, I would like you to tell me, I will tell as well. I would like you to tell me what do you think that what skill do you possess? Or what is that skill that you think you can sell in the market? Or simply put, do you have a skill? If yes, what it is? नेम दैट स्किल आप इस अगर आप माइक पे नहीं भी बोल सकते प्लीज राइट इट इन द चैट बॉक्स व्हाट इज योर स्किल कुकिंग एंड ड्राइविंग तो हो गई इसके अलावा इफ यू हैव एनी स्किल sketches okay that's drawing जी फजल
मैम ये स्किल मेरी कोई इतनी ख़ास लाइक प्रोफ़ेशनल लेवल तक तो नहीं है बट आई एम अ ग्राफ़िक डिज़ाइनर, आई वर्क्ड एज़ अ ग्राफ़िक डिज़ाइनर एट अ कंपनी इन यूएस।
okay so you're getting money out of it so it's a skill you're trying to sell your skill and you are selling that skill that's great good to know. Okay, Ali says, Muhammad Ali Mansoor says, software services marketing. Now, something that I'm not aware of. Ali, would you like to explain for the rest of us what it is? What do you do exactly and how is it a skill? If that's okay, if you feel comfortable, only then, yes. Mam Mamoon Asif says that he is an expert in computer programming. So you can do programming. Which kind of programming? Okay, Muhammad Abdullah Khan says video editing. That I can do as well, a little, of course, with InShot and the free softwares that we have in our phones. Do you do that level of video editing or professional level of it? Project management, sometimes more using some paid softwares. Okay, okay. Mamoon has created some websites and games. Rabia is also a video editor. Azan Arshad is an expert in project management. Okay, would you like to share an experience with us, Azan? Whatever, any project that you think you can share its information with us so that we know how a project is managed? Okay, you're still working on it. Mhm. As far as Mamoon is concerned, Mamoon, can you share the link of a website that you made or the game that you made? The point that I'm trying to make will be clarified within 5 minutes. Give me some time. आपको पता चल जाएगा कि skill actually होती क्या. Skill is not something that we are working on. Skill is something that we can sell. Skill is something that you are an expert of, and you can definitely work flawlessly. Not flawlessly, but to such an extent that is towards the very perfectionist, idealistic state of it. It was in college system, not created it personally. So that's not a skill. That won't be a skill. Okay. Now we have Mr. Paracha who's flipping cars. ओरिजिनल कार्स या टॉय कार्स तो मैं भी फ्लिप कर सकती हूँ स्टंट स्टंट क्या होता है स्टंट मैन तो नहीं है या वुमन तो नहीं है पराचा आप सभी पराचा मेल हाँ बच्चा हो सकता है knitting yes Fiza that's a skill have you knit something can you share something with us any picture any video Do you have an Instagram page or something of it?
मैम
So all
अभी
in
तो
all,
सिर्फ
जी जी
मैम
बताएं।
अभी तो सिर्फ हॉबी के तौर पे ही कर रही हूँ, अभी कोई पेज वगैरह नहीं बनाया, कोई वीडियोस वगैरह नहीं है, लेकिन
हम्म
स्वेटर्स, बैग्स, इस तरह की छोटी छोटी चीजें।
सही। Now that is something that requires skill, क्योंकि उसका एक फाइनल प्रोडक्ट आपके हाथ में आता है, आप उसको बेच सकते हैं। वीडियो एडिटिंग में भी ऐसा ही है। ओके, किस कौन आवाज कर रहा है? महानूर सेज crotcheting, वो तो उससे भी मुश्किल होनी चाहिए। ड्राइंग सेज महाद, एंड वीडियो एडिटिंग। सो ऑल इन ऑल एज सच हम कह सकते हैं कि हमारे पास जो स्किल है वो अभी पॉलिश नहीं हुई है, हम में से किसी की भी, राइट? Apart from Mohammed bin Fazl, because he's selling it, he's working for some company or something, or maybe in case of Muhammad Ali Mansoor, कि वो कोई सर्विसेज प्रोवाइड करते हैं मार्केटिंग से रिलेटेड। अदर देन दैट, ऑल ऑफ अस वी आर इन द सेम टूल, वी आर लर्निंग, सो इट्स नॉट एन एक्सपर्टी। ठीक है, स्किल वो है जिसमें आप एक्सपर्ट हो जाए, राइट? जिसमें आपने इतनी प्रैक्टिस की हो कि ऑन द टिप ऑफ योर finger you can just do it. That's an expertise. For example, I'm not a very good cook, but I know cooking. अगर आप मुझे कहेंगे कि रोटी सालन बनानी है, तो I probably would take like 1 hour minimum because I'm slow, because बहुत कम बनाती हूँ तो देखना पड़ता है। लेकिन if you ask somebody who cooks on daily basis, वो आपको half an hour से less time में बना कर दे देंगे। ठीक है? सिमिलरली अगर एक वीडियो एडिटर जो कि ओकेजनल वीडियो एडिटर है, लाइक माई सेल्फ, कि हमने कोई सॉफ्टवेयर लिया, उसमें आगे पीछे एनिमेशन डाले, इफेक्ट्स डाले, शू किया, शां किया और हमारी वीडियो बन गई, दैट्स नॉट एन एक्सपर्टी लेवल, दैट इज जस्ट एमेच्योर्स और पीपल हु आर एक्सपेरिमेंटिंग विद ऑल द एप्लीकेशंस व्हिच आर फ्री और अवेलेबल टू अस। अब जो किसी सेरेमनी की, शादी की, एंगेजमेंट पार्टी की या यूनिवर्सिटी लेवल की प्रॉपर वीडियो बनकर कहीं अपलोड होती है, दैट इज प्रोफेशनल वीडियो एडिटिंग। उसमें क्या फोकस करना है, क्या फोकस नहीं करना, कितने मिनट की होनी है, ये सब कुछ डिसाइडेड होता है। दैट्स अ स्किल। सो ऑल ऑफ अस वी आर लर्निंग अ स्किल इन वन और टू। और जिन्होंने कोई रिस्पॉन्स नहीं दिया, they probably do not have any skill, or maybe they have a skill that they don't want to share. दोनों केसेस में स्किल तभी बनती है, तभी बढ़ती है जब आप शेयर करते हैं। Anyway, going back to listening skill. Now, how many of you can vouch for that you're a very good listener? क्या आपको लगता है कि आप एक बहुत अच्छे लिसनर हैं? A yes or no will help. No response. Mahat says maybe. Umaima says maybe. Ishna says yes. Salman says no. Fiza says maybe. Azan no. No. Well, sometimes, अब जैसे हम में से जो बच्चे कह रहे हैं ना, some of us are saying that maybe, they are selective listeners. They listen to the people they really like carefully, and they uh, ignore or neglect the rest of them. Like Muhammad Ali Mansoor says, depends on the speaker, maybe. Maybe Ali would only listen to the people who are good at speaking, or maybe he would only listen to the people he is interested in. That's correct. That would require you to become a selective listener. Selective listener हम सभी होते हैं. Okay, Muhammad bin Fazal says that he doesn't know, but he's good at communicating with clients from other countries most of the time. Ahmed says no. Muhammad Ayan depends on the person. Shahir says yes, and Sabi Parasha says maybe. So you see, all of us, we are not very much clear whether we are a good listeners or not. Now, I have another question. Are you a good speaker? Do you speak well? Are you a good communicator? Krishna says no. Fiza says yes. Salim says no. Manur says yes. Mehmano, Shahir. Yes, to my but to my comfort people. Okay, Rabia. Okay, Rabia has an interesting answer. She says that she's only a good communicator while she's with her familiar faces of friends or family, probably. Why is that? Because they know how Rabia speaks and what is she trying to communicate. So that doesn't make us a good communicator. A good communicator, a person who's good at communication, interaction, or speaking as somebody who can convince or make the other person understand regardless of what level of familiarity they have with them. That makes you an expert at speaking. That makes you a good speaker or good at speaking skill. So, in order to become good listeners, you have to be observant, and in order to become a good speaker, you have to be a good listener. अब अगर आप अपने पुराने आंसर से अपने आप को कंपेयर एंड कंट्रास्ट करें, जब आपने लिसनिंग के लिए आंसर दिया था कि आप अच्छे लिसनर हैं या नहीं, so you'll see that there will be a contradiction. Some of you said yes, but in speaking terms, you said no. But listening में आपने कहा no, but speaking terms में आपने कहा yes. That's a contradiction. If you are a good listener, only then you're a good speaker. The person who can listen calmly, observantly is the only person who can become a good speaker at the same time. All these language skills, listening, speaking, reading, writing, they are interdependent, interlinked, and they are the amalgamation of each other. They cannot be separated. For example, अभी जब the moment I asked you a question, आपने पहले सुना, उसके बाद आपने लिखा या आंसर किया. So this is a concept of input and output, जो कि आपके sciences में probably होता है. Without the input, you cannot give the answer, right? Without reading or listening, you won't be able to speak or write. You need some information in order to work on it. So what I'm trying to say is that all these skills, they are interdependent. They cannot stand alone. They are dependent on each other in one way or another, right? So remember this point. You may disagree with me at some point, but at this point, I want you to remember that in order to become a good speaker, you have to be a good listener. Now, listening is something that we do on daily basis. Right now, for example, you're listening to me. Acha, what do you think? Are you listening to me or hearing me? Is there a difference between listening and hearing? Yes. What is it? What's the difference? Yeah, a lot of difference. That's correct, Rabia. What's the difference? Very good, Zainab. That's correct, Bite. That listening is with intention, hearing is without intention. Listening means understanding what you're saying. Yes. So listening is intentional. It's a voluntary act in which you're paying attention to listen to the next person. Hearing is just listening to the voice. For example, I'm right now talking, speaking, and you're listening to me. But you can hear some kind of distortion. ठ ठ की आपको आवाज आ रही होगी. तो वो आप सुन नहीं रहे हैं, वो आपको सुनाई दे रही है. right? So that's the difference between listening and hearing. Look at the screen. Hearing is an involuntary act that happens automatically. For example, a truck rolling by the road in front of our house, right? Listening, on the other hand, is voluntary activity in which you're paying attention, you're coordinating with the person speaking. There is a coordination, a perfect coordination between yours and the brain. It's creative, interactive, and interpretive process. So he says, yes, hearing is just you just hear, don't understand, but listening means that you're trying to understand. That's correct, Shahid. Mamoon says, in hearing, you only hear what the next person is saying, and in listening, you pay attention to the next person too. Yes, partially correct. So listening is a everyday affair. Most of the time, you're listening to the people in order to respond. हम हमेशा लोगों को कुछ भी कहते सुनते इसीलिए ताकि हम फटाफट आंसर दे सकें, right? Lekin we have to leave that tendency behind. We need to listen to the people so that we can come to a very generic and neutralized kind of a answer. Anyway, we spend more time in, listening than speaking. We listen more and we speak less. It is a skill which is often taken for granted, like I told you, in your entire academic life for 12 years, if you are not from private schooling, it is very unlikely that they focused on your listening skills or they taught you about or on listening skills. Yes, उन्होंने आपको चुप रह के सुनने को जरूर कहा होगा, लेकिन listening skills को develop, evolve, enhance कैसे करते हैं, ऐसा बहुत कम academically पढ़ाया होगा. That is what we need to focus on in this course. It is also considered to be a daunting task, a stressful task, but it is not so if you pay attention. Now, it requires you to pay a lot of attention to the practice. Okay, now these are some of the techniques that you can use in order to become a good listener. First is that you should have an open mind. What does it mean by having an closed mind? अगर मैं कहूँ that I'm speaking right now, but my audience is closed minded and it will not be able to understand properly, what do I mean? एक तो होता है ना narrow minded, तंग नजरी. It's not that. ठीक है? Not entirely that. Sometimes we have pre-notions about the speaker. We already have made up our mind कि 2 घंटे की क्लास है, किसी ना किसी तरह करके इसको गुजारना है. तो ये जो कंसेप्ट है माइंड में, इट विल हिंडर योर एबिलिटी टू लिसन टू मी प्रॉपरली. Secondly, I don't like the person speaking at the other end. You probably don't like my voice or the way I'm speaking. तो वो भी आपको एक बैड लिसनर बना सकता है कि मैंने इस बंदे को सुनना ही नहीं, मैं इसको सुनना ही नहीं चाहता. ठीक है? और एक मिसकंसेप्शन या प्रॉब्लम ये हो सकती है कि पहले जब ये स्पीकर आया था, द स्पीकर डिड नॉट स्पीक वेल or spoke well, so now I don't want to listen to them. So these points could provide you close mindedness that would make you a bad listener or a poor listener. So, in order to become an effective listener, one should always be very open minded towards the speaker so that they can listen. You should have internal motivation to listen to the next person. Only then listening process will be completed. You should sit alert and look the speaker in the eye with the view to establish your interest in him or her. ज़रूरी नहीं है कि आप पूरी तरह से उसको स्टेयर कर रहे हों, गेज़ कर रहे हों, लेकिन आई कॉन्टैक्ट इज़ ऑलवेज़ पॉज़िटिव. अगर हम हेड डाउन करके एक स्पीकर को सुन रहे हैं, सो a speaker might think that the audience is not interested, the listener is not listening, और वो भी डिमोटिवेट हो सकता है. Rabia, yes, that's also true. Rabia says that close-mindedness is dismissing or opposing someone's views without listening. Yes, that's true. That's correct. और वही होता है ना कि अगर मेरे माइंड में है दैट द स्पीकर हु स्पीकिंग राइट नाउ इज नॉट अ गुड स्पीकर, तो वो भी तो एक डिसमिसल ही है ना कि मैंने अभी उसकी पूरी बात सुनी भी नहीं और मैंने उसको डिसमिस कर दिया. ठीक है? तो वही आ जाता है लेकिन पार्शली. देन डू नॉट प्री जज द स्पीकर और हिज मैसेज. Summarize what the speaker is trying to say, take down the notes, link what you already know with what the speaker is trying to establish or say. Do not interpret or interrupt द स्पीकर अननेसेसरली। इंटरप्ट क्या होता है कि आप उसको बीच में रोक दें, और इंटरप्रेट क्या होता है कि क्योंकि आपको स्पीकर की लुक्स, कपड़े या अंदाज पसंद नहीं आया तो आप उसे इंटरप्रेट करना शुरू कर दें, हाँ हाँ ये ऐसा है तो वैसा है। प्री जजमेंट में ये आ जाता है। एंड ऑलवेज आस्क रेलेवेंट क्वेश्चंस to clarify the understanding that you are trying to make in your mind. I hope this is a little clear. This is just an introduction to one of the skills. इसके बाद इसकी टाइप्स, इसकी टेक्निक्स और इलेबोरेट करके आपको डेफिनेटली जब इस मॉड्यूल को हम टच करेंगे तो बताया जाएगा. Then comes something that you are familiar with, that is reading skills. Acha, before I move on, do you know what's skimming and scanning? किसी को पता है? वैसे ही आप करते हुए आ रहे हैं. You've been doing it. Reading and analyzing text. Yes. Quickly. Acha. Gathering the important reading technique. That's correct, Rabia. Abdullah says gathering in important information from the text. That's correct. Getting the main points from the text. Yes, that's correct. Muhammad bin Fazal. Salim says it means overall view of anything, not deeply. Okay. Moss says quickly going through important points to get a main idea. Like newspaper, just reading the headlines or title, just a general idea. The correct answer is that skimming and scanning, both of them, they are reading techniques. Skimming requires the gist, the overall understanding. Scanning requires specific information. Okay. For example, when you're reading a travel brochure, business brochure, or a pamphlet or a magazine, और आप उसमें से अपनी relevant information को ऊपर ऊपर से देख रहे हैं, that's going to be skimming कि क्या कुछ इसमें available है. फिर आप कोई स्पोर्ट्स मैगजीन, फैशन मैगजीन पकड़ते हैं और आप उसको क्विकली स्क्रॉल करते हैं कि आप कौन सा आर्टिकल पढ़ना चाह रहे हैं, दैट इज स्किमिंग फॉर यू. ठीक है. हाउएवर स्कैनिंग इज वेयर यू आर लुकिंग फॉर अ स्पेसिफिक इंफॉर्मेशन. अच्छा, स्किमिंग न्यूज़पेपर में भी हो सकती है. फॉर एग्जांपल, आपने कभी ई पेपर देखा है इंटरनेट पे? अच्छा, चलिए मैं आपको दिखाती हूँ. हम्म, अच्छा, जो अभी आपको न्यूज़पेपर शो होगा आपकी स्क्रीन पे, दैट इज द फ्रंट पेज ऑफ द न्यूज़पेपर. ठीक है. जिसमें अब फॉर एग्जांपल ये हेडलाइंस हैं. ओवर 100 हॉस्टेजेस, की पैनल रिकमेंड्स प्रमोशन ऑफ 100 ऑफिसर्स, यूक्रेन एग्रीज टू 30 डे सीज फायर ओवर 70 रियल एस्टेट. अब इसमें से ये मैं स्किमिंग कर रही हूँ. इसमें तीन तीन लाइनों में इसका इंफॉर्मेशन लिखी हुई है. इफ आई वांट टू रीड मोर, इफ आई वांट टू गो इनटू मोर डिटेल, lawmaker questions parliament's ranking in warrant and of president's probe launched into Pak envoy deportation. अब इसमें से जो भी न्यूज़ में पढ़ना चाहती हूँ, I can click that and it will take me to that particular news. So ये जो front page है, ये exemplary example है for skimming. Scanning क्या होगी? For example, scanning में मैं अब यहाँ पर एक question हो कि how many people were martyred while security personnel was there, तो यहाँ से आपको पूरी इंफॉर्मेशन पढ़कर यहाँ आना पड़ेगा कि 9 of those. ठीक है. तो ये स्किमिंग एंड स्कैनिंग में फर्क होता है. दैट्स करेक्ट ईमान. एक तरह से ऐसा कहा जा सकता. अच्छा, So skimming and scanning, both of them are reading techniques. Why do we need to learn these reading techniques? Because they help you become a better reader. And you have practiced it already in your FSC or SSC or HACC. You have that comprehension passage in which you're supposed to read a paragraph and then answer certain questions. Now, those questions are of two types. One was of open-ended, the other one was closed-ended. Open-ended questions required your interpretation, your input, your understanding of it, and closed-ended was the questions which were based on the material that was given in the paragraph, that only that material has to be added. So this is how these two techniques could be there. Then we have extensive reading. What is extensive reading? It is used to obtain a general understanding of a subject, and it includes reading longer texts to improve your general knowledge about any procedure or any information that you're reading. And it is important to understand that it is not mandatory to understand each and every word while you're extensively reading. Some of the examples of extensive reading could be a strategy book, a novel that you read, or a magazine articles that you are interested in. Then you have intensive reading. Now, it is based on shorter text in which you read each and everything with close reading. You try to read each and every clause, every information so that you don't miss anything out. For example, a contract of employment or an insurance policy or a claim or some application that you're submitting so that you're not submitting or committing yourself to something that you cannot deliver later on. For example, when I was hired by Behria University in 2023, they gave me a contract to sign. Now, in that contract, the contract was of 3 to 5 pages, I believe, and many things were written in it that what is expected of me, what are my JDs. JDs are job description कि मैंने क्या करना है क्या नहीं करना, छुट्टी करनी है तो कैसे लेनी है, छोड़कर जाना है तो कैसे छोड़ के जाना है, सारा कुछ उसमें लिखा होता है, टर्म्स एंड कंडीशंस पहले लिखी होती हैं. तो such documents, official documents, they require intensive reading. They require close reading so that specific situation and details can be um, read as critical. ठीक है? I hope it's clear. We do have speed reading as well, critical reading as well, and then there are other types of readings as well, which we'll later on talk about. So these four techniques of reading, skimming, scanning, extensive reading, and intensive reading are important. Then comes the most important skill that you should focus on, that is speaking skills. So, tone is something that is important in speaking skills. Okay, does it matter to you that whosoever is talking to you, they should talk to you in soft tone instead of harsh और cold tone? क्या आपको मैटर करता है कि जो आपसे बात कर रहा है वो बहुत सॉफ्टली बात करे? Yes or no? Okay, so most of you are saying yes, and Ayan says yes, it really does matter a lot in a conversation. Yes, the tonality of your speaking is absolutely important. Tone determines what kind of reaction, acceptance level, and understanding that you're going to get from your audience. So tonality determines it. Determine नहीं करती है, determine करती है, ठीक है? Determine is not a pronunciation. It's determine. ठीक है? तो tonality is important. Now, the tone of voice we use is responsible for about 40% of the message we are sending. Tone involves volume that you use, the level and the type of emotion that you communicate with, and the emphasis that you place on words that you choose. तो ये बहुत जरूरी है. Then comes pitch. Pitch refers to the rise and fall in the human voice. For example, I believe and I've been told my pitch is okay. It's not perfect, it's not very convincing, but it is okay. But then there are people who do not have rise and fall in their voice as well. वो किस तरह से बोलते हैं? Focus करें. Affirmation statement should end in level or slightly pitch. Ending a statement on a high pitch can create doubt in your listeners. अब मैंने एक ही पिच में बात की है. There was no rise and fall. That creates a hindrance for the audiences to understand. They will have to put an extra effort in order to listen to you because there's no clarity. Some of the people that I've met in my life, they speak like that. For the people that I'm familiar with, I do not have to put an extra effort, but if it is for the first time, तो बात आधी समझ ही नहीं आ रही होती क्योंकि वो एक ही पिच में बात कर रहे होते हैं. So you must have some variation in your pitch so that your presentation, your speaking activity, or whatever you're trying to do through speaking is reinforced and effective. Higher tones and lower tones must be used. Now, stress is another thing that helps to emphasize a sound कि कहाँ पे stress देना है, कौन से word पे कौन से sound पर stress देना है. इसकी एग्जाम्पल मैं आपको सीधा बताती हूँ, उससे आपको समझ आएगा. Now look at this example. A sentence can be spoken differently depending on speaker's intention. Now look at the following sentences. अब ये sentences same है, एक ही sentence है. लेकिन each sentence has one word bold. The first sentence is simple, जो मैं आपको पढ़ के बताती हूँ. I did not read anything about the disaster. अब इसमें मैंने कहीं पे भी emphasize नहीं किया. I have not put stress on any of the words. I just said I did not read anything about the disaster. Now focus. I did not read anything about the disaster. 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 तो जैसे जैसे emphasis word पे change हुआ है, you can see that how semantically यानी उसका meaning भी fluctuate करता है. लेकिन लास्ट सेंटेंस में डिजास्टर पे फोकस है. सेकंड लास्ट में कि मुझे तो कुछ भी नहीं पता इस बारे में. और थर्ड लास्ट में कि मैंने रीड नहीं किया. और फोर्थ लास्ट में नॉट पे फोकस है. तो इस तरह से स्पीकिंग स्किल्स में लाउडर, लॉन्गर एंड हायर पिच स्ट्रेस और डी स्ट्रेस की जाती है. ठीक है, इतनी बात समझ आई? डिड यू अंडरस्टैंड दिस पॉइंट? जैसे when we are talking to our friends and we want our friends to focus on a certain concept or certain idea or a certain point, तो आप उस पॉइंट को ज्यादा हाईलाइट करते हैं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, आपने तीसरे दोस्त को साथ लेकर नहीं जाना, तो आप दूसरे दोस्त को ये कहते हैं, तुम सुन रहे हो ना कि बाइक पे सिर्फ 2 लोगों की जगह है. तो तीसरे को ऑटोमेटिकली पता चल जाना है कि चाहिए कि तीसरे की वहां पे स्पेस नहीं है. So this is how you put longer or lower pitch on certain words in order to emphasize and clarify which is the most important part of the sentence. Then comes writing skills, that is the most used, practiced skill. ठीक है? Effective writing is not a gift, it is something that you can cultivate and develop and enhance with the passage of time. The practice will help you become a good writer. It's very important to think before writing. It helps one write objectively clearly, and definitely it helps write us in a manner which is more relatable to the audiences. And you must ask that why are you writing it? You should always be audience oriented. In your case, mostly you're going to write for your classmates और for the examination or for me to check. तो जब भी आप लिख रहे हैं, आपने ये ज़रूर असेस करना है कि किसके लिए लिख रहे हैं और क्या रिक्वायरमेंट है, ठीक है? Now, these are some of the steps to become a good writer. First is to be very direct. There is no need to buffer state it. There's no need to जिसे उर्दू में कहते हैं तमहीद बांधने की जरूरत नहीं है, डायरेक्ट बात करनी है. The more clear your opening is, the more there are chances that the receiver will clearly understand it. Then avoid jargons. What are jargons? These are technical terminologies which are industry specific. They are used in a certain, industry या field related ये words होते हैं. For example, आप में से कुछ बच्चों को you probably know this word, syntax. I have written it in the chat box as well. क्या आपको पता है सिंटेक्स क्या होता है? किसी को पता हो? Rule to write. That's correct. Rules. अच्छा, आप दोनों जो ये मीनिंग बता रहे हैं, it's from which field? Computer science? उमैमा जो हमें बता रही हैं, सलमान बता रही हैं, syntax is a rule to write in sciences. But as far as linguistics is concerned, syntax means the study of sentence structure. ठीक है? तो इस तरह की टर्मिनोलॉजीज डिफरेंट फील्ड्स में हो सकती है. इसी तरह से जैसे लैंग्वेज जो वर्ड है, जेनेरिकली लैंग्वेज का हमें पता है कि कोई जबान है, लेकिन कंप्यूटर साइंस में सी प्लस प्लस, पाइथन और इस तरह की जो लैंग्वेजेस हैं वो कंप्यूटर लैंग्वेजेस होती हैं. ठीक है, तो इस तरह से फील्ड स्पेसिफिक वर्ड्स हो सकते हैं. So it is important that either we avoid jargons or we clarify that why and how this word is being used in our spoken or written communication कि हम ये किस perspective में use कर रहे हैं. And it's important that you read whatever you have written. You have to put yourself into the shoes of the reader, that if a reader reads it, whether they will be able to understand it or not, or they will be confused, right? Always seek feedback. Feedback helps make your write-up better. Then take a look at or all the sentences are correct. Have you written all the information correctly or not? Practice every day. Like in the beginning, we have come to an understanding that writing is something that is a skill, of course, which may be improved and become a skill for each one of us if we practice on daily basis. And it is also applicable to all other skills that we have discussed as well. ठीक है, so it's important कि हम इसे लेके चलें. I hope it's clear that these four skills, language skills, are the core that you need to be able to understand in order to pass or ace in this course. इसमें जो questions हैं वो इन्हीं से related होंगे और इनसे मिलते जुलते होंगे. Now I would like to take a break of 5 minutes and then I'll show you a video that will help you understand how these skills are very important. Okay. Yes, I can explain coherence. Coherence is something that has to have logical explanation. This will be more easily understandable once we practice writing. For example, the topic that I'm supposed to write is that healthy diet includes fruits and vegetables. This is my topic sentence. But right after this, my topic sentence, I start talking about that one should not smoke in order to become etc etc. Now smoking has nothing to do with healthy diet because I've already established my topic sentence for the paragraph that it has to be about healthy diet, fruits, vegetable and all, which means simply means that all the ideas should be coherent. Coherent matlab they should correspond to each other. They should correspond to the main idea of the paragraph or an essay or any talk that you're trying to say aloud. Now, coherence is in writing is much more difficult to sustain than coherent speech because writers have no non-verbal cues. देखिए, speaking के वक्त we have non-verbal cues in which body language is there, facial expression is there, hand gestures is there. But when we are writing, it's important that we try to logically put together all the information and ideas to the corresponding major umbrella terminology that we are discussing further. Cohesion and coherence, both of them are writing techniques. Cohesion में ये सारे कुछ आप इसको कह सकते हैं टेंसेस, phrases, words आ जाते हैं. Coherence में ideas भी आते हैं और words भी आ जाते हैं. Up, let me give you an example. In order to achieve coherence in a paragraph that I'm going to write about what I did today, for example, my daily routine या कुछ ऐसे, I can simply start by saying that I woke up at 7 a.m. today. First, I looked at my schedule, then sorted out which section I'm going to take the class with. Second, I called the CR and confirmed about the timetable. Thirdly, I sent a link to the CR that he shared with the students and etc. Then we took a class. Finally, I recorded it, and now I'm going to upload it on the internet or somewhere. Now you can see that I've used certain words first, second, third, finally, now. These words, they are providing cohesion and coherence at the same time. एक sequence provide कर रहे हैं आपको. So this is how you're supposed to manage coherence in your speaking and your writing as well. Okay, now let's listen to a TED Talk. अच्छा एक और बात मैं आपको बता दूं कि ये TED Talks आपके पूरे सिलेबस में बहुत हेल्पफुल होंगी. इसमें बहुत सारी आपको क्लास एक्टिविटीज भी दी जा सकती हैं और इन्हीं की बेसिस पे आपसे क्वेश्चनिंग भी की जा सकती है. तो जो लिसनिंग मटेरियल आपसे शेयर किया जाए वो आपको सुनना पड़ेगा. क्लास में भी प्ले हो जाया करेगा बट अदरवाइज भी दिया जा सकता है तो वो आपने सुन लेना. दिस इज अ टेड टॉक हाउ जिसका नाम है एक सेकेंड 5 ways to listen better. मैं listening skill पे क्यों फोकस कर रही हूँ क्योंकि इसी पे बेस्ड है बाकी सारी भी. This helps in a long run. Let me attach the video, then we can listen to it together. अच्छा इसमें मैंने इसके जो सबटाइटल्स हैं वो भी अनेबल कर दिए हैं और ये मैं पेस्ट भी कर दूंगी. You have to stay mute and listen to it carefully. It's just 5 to 7 minutes of video. I'm going to play it for some seconds. Please confirm whether it is audible and visible to you or not. बेटा audible भी है और visible भी है. Yes. चल ठीक हो गया. Let's play this then.
We are losing our listening. We spend roughly 60% of our communication time listening, but we're not very good at it. We retain just 25% of what we hear. Now, not you, not this talk, but that is generally true. Let's define listening as making meaning from sound. It's a mental process, and it's a process of extraction. We use some pretty cool techniques to do this. One of them is pattern recognition. So in a cocktail party like this, if I say, David, Sarah, pay attention, some of you just sat up. We recognize patterns to distinguish noise from signal, and especially our name. Differencing is another technique we use. If I left this pink noise on for more than a couple of minutes, you would literally cease to hear it. We listen to differences, we discount sounds that remain the same. And then there is a whole range of filters. These filters take us from all sound down to what we pay attention to. Most people are entirely unconscious of these filters, but they actually create our reality in a way because they tell us what we're paying attention to right now. I'll give you one example of that. Intention is very important in sound, in listening. When I married my wife, I promised her that I would listen to her every day as if for the first time. Now that's something I fall short of on a daily basis. But it's a great intention to have in a relationship. But that's not all. Sound places us in space and in time. If you close your eyes right now in this room, you're aware of the size of the room from the reverberation and the bouncing of the sound off the surfaces. And you're aware of how many people are around you because of the micro noises you're receiving. And sound places us in time as well, because sound always has time embedded in it. In fact, I would suggest that our listening is the main way that we experience the flow of time from past to future. So, sonority is time and meaning, a great quote. I said at the beginning, we're losing our listening. Why did I say that? Well, there are a lot of reasons for this. First of all, we invented ways of recording. First, writing, then audio recording, and now video recording as well. The premium on accurate and careful listening has simply disappeared. Secondly, the world is now so noisy, with this cacophony going on visually and auditorily, it's just hard to listen. It's tiring to listen. Many people take refuge in headphones, but they turn big public spaces like this, shared soundscapes, into millions of tiny little personal sound bubbles. In this scenario, nobody's listening to anybody. We're becoming impatient. We don't want oratory anymore, we want sound bites. And the art of conversation is being replaced, dangerously, I think, by personal broadcasting. I don't know how much listening there is in this conversation, which is sadly very common, especially in the UK. We're becoming desensitized. Our media have to scream at us with these kind of headlines in order to get our attention. And that means it's harder for us to pay attention to the quiet, the subtle, the understated. This is a serious problem that we're losing our listening. This is not trivial, because listening is our access to understanding. Conscious listening always creates understanding, and only without conscious listening can these things happen. A world where we don't listen to each other at all is a very scary place indeed. So I'd like to share with you 5 simple exercises, tools you can take away with you to improve your own conscious listening. Would you like that? Good. The first one is silence. Just 3 minutes a day of silence is a wonderful exercise to reset your ears and to recalibrate so that you can hear the quiet again. If you can't get absolute silence, go for quiet. That's absolutely fine. Second, I call this the mixer. So even if you're in a noisy environment like this, and we all spend a lot of time in places like this, listen in the coffee bar to how many channels of sound can I hear? How many individual channels in that mix am I listening to? You can do it in a beautiful place as well, like a lake. How many birds am I hearing? Where are they? Where are those ripples? It's a great exercise for improving the quality of your listening. Third, this exercise I call savoring, and this is a beautiful exercise. It's about enjoying mundane sounds. This, for example, is my tumble dryer. It's a waltz. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I love it. Or just try this one on for size. Wow. So mundane sounds can be really interesting if you pay attention. I call that the hidden choir. It's around us all the time. The next exercise is probably the most important of all of these. If you just take one thing away, this is listening positions. The idea that you can move your listening position to what's appropriate to what you're listening to. This is playing with those filters. You remember I gave you those filters at the beginning? It's starting to play with them as levers, to get conscious about them and to move to different places. These are just some of the listening positions or scales of listening positions that you can use. There are many. Have fun with that. It's very exciting. And finally, an acronym. You can use this in listening, in communication. If you're in any one of those roles, and I think that probably is everybody who's listening to this talk. The acronym is RASA, which is the Sanskrit word for juice or essence. And RASA stands for receive, which means pay attention to the person, appreciate, making little noises like, oh, okay. Summarize, the word so is very important in communication, and ask questions afterwards. Now, sound is my passion, it's my life. I wrote a whole book about it, so I live to listen. That's too much to ask for most people. But I believe that every human being needs to listen consciously in order to live fully. Connected in space and in time to the physical world around us, connected in understanding to each other, not to mention spiritually connected, because every spiritual path I know of has listening and contemplation at its heart. That's why we need to teach listening in our schools as a skill. Why is it not taught? It's crazy. And if we can teach listening in our schools, we can take our listening off that slippery slope to that dangerous, scary world that I talked about and move it to a place where everybody is consciously listening all the time, or at least capable of doing it. Now, I don't know how to do that, but this is TED. And I think the TED community is capable of anything.
Okay, I hope that was helpful. There are certain techniques and words that he used. He also talked about how selective listening could be there, difference could be there. What's the difference between hearing and listening as well? It was very helpful. I hope all of you were able to listen. If it was not, I'm going to paste the link in your LMS as well, and I can paste that link right now in your chat as well. आप अभी मतलब क्लास के बाद भी सुनना चाहे तो आप इसे सुन सकते हैं. Give me a minute. अच्छा अब इस पूरी वीडियो का सॉरी थोड़ा सा मेरा गला खराब है. मैं ये कहना चाह रही हूँ. Can somebody give a summary of the entire video? You listened, right? Some of you were able to skim, some of you were able to scan, some of you listened to it so deeply, and some of you just listened to it, you know, superficially. तो कौन इसकी समरी हमें बता सकता है जो जो पॉइंट्स आपको याद हो. इट्स नॉट अ टेस्ट. इसमें ना तो कोई गलत है ना कोई करेक्ट है. इट्स जस्ट an assessment of ourselves. What did we get out of this TED talk? जी फजल जी बेटे.
यस मैम। फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल मैं आपको बताना चाहूँगा, मेरा नाम फजल नहीं है, मेरा नाम मोहम्मद बिन फजल है। फजल मेरे अब्बू का नाम है।
ओके.
और इससे मैं ये बताना चाहूँगा कि लाइक ही रियली लाइक उसने बहुत ज़्यादा उस पे फोर्स किया कि लाइक वी शुड हियर साउंड्स मोर एफिशिएंटली, लाइक वी शुड keep our does not like we should have quietness in life. We should have solitude as well to keep our mind relaxed, and um, we should we should get the meaning behind the listenings. What are we listening? And this is about it.
Right. So, first of all, I have to call you Muhammad from now on. I get it. I thought it's not a complete name. So your name is Muhammad, right? Secondly, yes, all the points that you pointed out were there. He talked about how it is something that is neglected, listening as a skill, like I told you in the beginning as well. And in the end, somewhere in the last 5 minutes, he does mention somewhere that schools or colleges should also be incorporating listening as a technique. I just gave you an overview of what was going on in listening perspective. Anybody else, एक और बचा, if they could volunteer and share what they have gathered from this video, then I would like to conclude the class. एक और कोई बच्चा बेटे. और नहीं सुना किसी ने? I think Salim bete, Muhammad Salim, you're trying to say something, but your voice is not coming through. आवाज नहीं आ रही बेटे आपकी.
जी मैम.
हाँ, अगर आप कुछ कहना चाह रहे हैं तो बताएं.
मैम लिसनिंग का मतलब है कि कैसे हम किस अंदाज से बात करें, कैसे उठे बैठे.
हम्म. अच्छा, he
हेलो.
emphasized on a perspective. ठीक है, सलीम, आवाज थोड़ी सी distorted है. That's okay. Julian, who was the speaker of this TED Talk, he emphasized on the fact that we are losing our listening. And then he enlisted certain factors. Factors like culture, language, background knowledge, understanding, motivation, and much more. So all of these factors can contribute in us becoming a better or a bad listener. If we do not want to be part of, certain group, certain cultural groups, तो definitely हम एक passive listener बन जाते हैं. Active listening और passive listening में भी फर्क है. He probably shared some listening positions with you if you remember. He talked about active and passive position, reductive and expansive, reduce and expand करने से उसने निकला. Then critical and empathetic. Empathetic तो आपको समझ आ ही रहा होगा कि when you are being very considerate to the speaker. Critical ये होगा कि, for example, when you're listening to me and I fumbled and I said something which is not correct, I mispronounced a word, तो आप उसे critically सुन रहे हैं और critically analyze भी कर रहे हैं कि ये देखें जी, even इंस्ट्रक्टर भी इस वर्ड को गलत पढ़ रहा है, तो that is critical listening, right? जैसे आप जब presentations देंगे, when you're going to give presentations, I'm going to critically listen to them so that I can evaluate them, right? So इस तरह से ये सारी जो listening के perspective और positions change होती हैं, वो भी बहुत matter करती हैं in making somebody a good or a bad listener. ठीक है, कि आप किस position में किन लोगों के सामने किस वजह से बोल रहे हैं और वो audience आपको किस वजह से सुन रही है, उस पे भी depend करेगा कि listening किस तरह से हो रही है. आई होप ये पॉइंट आपको काफी हद तक समझ आ गया है. यू हैव अंडरस्टूड दिस. अब अगर कोई क्वेश्चन हो related to today's interaction and discussion, please go ahead and ask. Okay, I think there is no question. Well, I'm going to take your attendance और आपको थोड़ा सा आइडिया भी हो जाएगा आपकी अटेंडेंस किस तरह से ली जाती है और आप मॉनिटर कर सकते हैं. Now you can see that I'm going to select the mode that's online and we have taken 2 hours. और प्लीज कीप योर सेल्फ म्यूट ताकि हमें डिस्टॉर्शन ना आए. ठीक है. ठीक है, दिस इज व्हाट वी डिस्कस्ड. I'm going to take your name. You can unmute yourself one by one and say present. Abdullah Naeem,
Present.
Ahmed Hassan,
Present.
Anas Shamrez,
Present.
Ayan Hafiz,
Present.
Aisha Abbasi, आयशा आप वहाँ हैं, आपकी आवाज नहीं आ रही। एक सेकंड। Ahmed, could you please mute yourself? Ahmed Hassan। चलिए, आयशा है, आयशा अब्बासी तो है कोई, ठहरे।
अरमान मेरी एब्सेंट लगा रही है यार, मामा को बोलूं कैसे होगा ये?
आयशा हो गया प्रेजेंट बेटे, रिलैक्स हो गया। अब देखिए ये आवाज हमें आपकी आई है, प्रेजेंट की नहीं आई थी। यू आर प्रेजेंट, ठीक है। अजान अरशद,
Present.
इश्ना नवाज,
प्रेजेंट मैम।
फैसल रहमान, फिजा सईद,
प्रेजेंट मैम।
हंजला अहमद, हसनैन अहमद भट्टी, इकरा इकबाल,
प्रेजेंट।
महनूर अयाज,
प्रेजेंट।
ममून आसिफ,
Present, ma'am.
मोहम्मद अयान,
Present.
मोहम्मद अब्दुल्ला खान,
Present, ma'am.
मोहम्मद अली मंसूर,
Present.
मोहम्मद बिन फजल,
Present, ma'am.
मोहम्मद हसन,
Present, ma'am.
मोहम्मद महद सईद,
Present.
मोहम्मद मुआज बिन मुजाहिद,
Present.
मोहम्मद नूर वसीम,
Present, ma'am.
मोहम्मद कासिम, मोहम्मद सबी मंसूर राचा,
Present, ma'am.
मोहम्मद शारिक,
Present, ma'am.
मोहम्मद सब्तेन, मोहम्मद उमर फारूक, मोहम्मद यासीन तारिक,
Present, ma'am.
कंबर या अंबर है, कंबर ही है, रबिया जुल्फिकार,
प्रेजेंट मैम।
रुमैसा जमील,
प्रेजेंट मैम।
सलमान बहराम,
मैम उसका क्या कहते हैं, वो ज्वाइन नहीं हो रहा।
चलिए ठीक है। सना शाहिद,
प्रेजेंट।
शहीर उस्मानी,
प्रेजेंट।
शुएब हसन, सैयद मोहम्मद अब्दुल्ला शाह,
Present, ma'am.
सैयदा सज्जल हसन, उमैमा,
प्रेजेंट।
जैनब साजिद,
प्रेजेंट।
जिशान भट्ट, आई थिंक ही ट्राइड टू जॉइन, इनका नाम देखा था मैंने। अब्दुल रहमान,
Present, ma'am.
ईमान,
प्रेजेंट।
मोहम्मद सलीम, ये भी हैं आई थिंक क्लास में। सलमान याकूब,
Present.
उस्मान अहमद, ईशल फातिमा,
प्रेजेंट।
मोहम्मद ज़ईम, ठीक है बेटे, इस तरह से आपकी अटेंडेंस होती है। अच्छा बेटे, आप में से कोई ऐसा है जिसका इस लिस्ट में नाम नहीं है? तो बताएं, यहाँ लिख दूं मैं।
मैम मेरा नहीं है।
हाँ, नाम बताएं बेटे।
नूरुल ऐन।
और कोई है बेटे? बस ठीक है, चल। ये आपकी अटेंडेंस लेक्चर वाइज ऐसे आ जाती है। नूरुलैन, ये बेटे जब आपको यहाँ की एक्सेस या आपका नाम यहाँ आ जाएगा तो ये ठीक हो जाएगा, यहाँ से हम चेक कर लेंगे आप प्रेजेंट थी, ठीक है। अब कोई क्वेश्चन है किसी के माइंड में, प्लीज गो अहेड एंड आस्क। और एक और इम्पोर्टेंट बात है कि आपकी जो अटेंडेंस करेक्शन है वो 24 आवर्स में ही हो सकती है, उसके बाद हमारे पास भी एक्सेस नहीं रहती है। तो अगर किसी की इस ऑनलाइन क्लास में अटेंडेंस रह गई है तो दे नीड टू इन्फॉर्म दी यार्स, तो वो मुझे इन्फॉर्म कर सके टाइमली। ऐसे तो 36 लोग ही प्रेजेंट है और हमारी मीटिंग में भी 35-34 लोग ही हैं। कल इनका नेट फ्लक्चुएट कर रहा है। ठीक है शहीर, एक सेकेंड। और सलमान बहराम, ठीक है, उनकी 2 आवर्स प्रेजेंट लगी हुई है। All right, that will be all for today then. If you don't have any questions, I'm leaving you 10 minutes early. You can listen to that video once again, make notes of it, and I want you to give your introduction in the next class. And I don't just want to know what's your name and where you're from and what you have done. I want you to make your introduction a little interesting so that I get to know you a little more and your classmates get to know you a little more. अपने इंट्रोडक्शन में कुछ ऐसा ऐड करके लाएं दैट मेक आप स्किल की बात कर लें, आपके पास कोई स्किल है, कुछ शोकेस करना चाहें, स्केचिंग आर्ट, anything that you think is relevant to you and you want the people to know, you can bring that into the class, ठीक है। We'll meet on Friday inshallah. Thank you so much. Allah Hafiz, take care.
Allah Hafiz, man.
Hafiz.